Hey, this is Ricky from Within Temptation, and you're listening to K103.
Okay, let's start.
Alright.
It's been rough today. Excited about playing.
Yes, always. It's great festival weather. Not too warm. It's dry, at least.
Yeah, today it is.
Yeah, yesterday was raining.
All days except
All
today.
days.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're lucky.
Yeah. What do you think makes the Swedish crowd stick out from the rest of the world?
The women. Now, while Sweden does have very attractive women, I don't know if they really stick out from the rest of the world, to be really honest. But that's just my honest opinion. But there's also a really big difference between a normal concert or a festival. Because with a festival, usually people are here for longer. This is the fourth day already, I believe.
This is the last day.
And usually people are a bit more drunk, and a festival has more of a festive vibe than a normal concert, when people have to go to work the next day, for instance. So in that respect, I prefer the festival audiences.
Having been a band since '96, did you ever think the band would make it this far and get this big?
No, never. Because I've been in the band since summer of 2001, when I was a substitute guitar player, and I joined the band officially in 2002, beginning of that year. And that was the year that international success started to happen a little bit. Well, 2003 actually, but never mind. We never expected that we would still be around 12 years later after that initial success. And we feel very, very lucky that we can still do the things that we do now, and that it's actually still growing. We just finished our European tour, and the venues got bigger again. We sold out Wembley Arena in London. That's an unbelievable thing for a Dutch band as we are. And and we realized that it's that. And of course we see it as well, the music in general, and maybe rock music in particular, record sales have been declining, and it's more and more difficult for bands to make a living out of their own music. And fortunately we can still do that, so we consider ourselves very, very lucky.
You have sold, what is it? 4 million records?
I have no idea.
It says 3 million, but the new record as well, so 4 million maybe. And you have won over 30 nominations.
Yeah.
How does that feel to hear that the band you're playing have made so many sales and nominations?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. We never experienced, and especially we're kind of a metal band, and to have gold and platinum albums hanging on my wall as a heavy rock or metal band, that's pretty interesting, of course. And to be really honest, when I was young, when I was 13, when I started playing guitar in the first place, of course I was dreaming about this kind of stuff. But there was no other Dutch band that ever achieved that, apart from Golden Earring maybe. And so it was always a dream. But it turned out that this female-fronted metal, or whatever you would like to call it, especially from the Netherlands, because Within Temptation, Epica, Stream of Passion, you used to have After Forever. All these bands, they were pretty successful in other countries. So it was really cool. And those golden and platinum albums, I consider them as my musical diplomas. So I have them hanging on the wall in my studio, and my parents have a couple of them. And yeah, it's something to I'm still proud of that. And even when I'm 70 years old, I will still have those things, as long as my house doesn't burn down.
Your latest album got released this year.
Yeah.
You have quite a lot of different type of artists to be guests on it. Was there any particular artist that was harder to work with? And
well, not maybe harder to work with, but I know that David Perner from Soul Asylum, who sang on The Whole World Is Watching, he was pretty hard to get in contact with, because apparently he doesn't have Facebook, and I've been told that he doesn't even have internet at his home. And when we were shooting a video with him in Amsterdam, he had this cell phone which was so old that it didn't even work outside America. So it was really hard to get in touch with. And so that was maybe the logistical part. But I think that every artist was really, really easy or nice to work with. They're all professionals, and they all have their distinctive things. And Howard Jones, ex-Kill Switch Engage, he was supposed to do a video with us, but on the flight from Winnipeg, where he lives, to somewhere in America where he had to make a transfer, he got sick, and he had to go to a hospital, so he didn't make it to Amsterdam, so that's why we had to come up with a different solution. But I met Dave Turner, Talia, and the Exhibit, and they're all really, really nice people, very professional. So
how was it to work with a rap artist doing?
Well, I don't consider him as a rap artist. I consider him as an artist. It doesn't matter what kind of music that he plays. And we knew that he likes heavy music as well. And I only met him for like 2 minutes, because he was shooting his part of the video, and I was very late on that video day because I had just done a tour with another band of mine in Finland, and I came back that afternoon, so I had to do some shots in front of the green screen. Well, nobody knows that actually, so it's kind of a secret, but I shook hands with him, and hey, how are you doing? Yeah, cool, blah, blah, yeah, I gotta go. And while he was filming, I was doing my stuff, and then I went home, and so I didn't meet him, I didn't talk to him that much.
What's the biggest difference on this one compared to all the older ones?
What do you mean, album-wise?
Yeah.
Well, I think that all the albums that we release are pretty different from each other, but maybe on this album we were the most open-minded. For instance, the double kick drum, we never used that because we always thought it sounded a little bit too old-fashioned. But after a while, old-fashioned stuff becomes hip again, and I'm not saying that we try to be hip, it's just that we felt that it was right to put the double kick drum in certain songs. And that was one of the different, of course, the different guest artists was great. And I think that maybe, me being a guitar player, from a guitarist point of view, this is the most interesting guitar album that we've released. A lot of guitar solos, 6 out of 10, and some pretty difficult stuff to play, and that's always good to challenge yourself also on stage. And that's great. It's one of the cool things about this album, I think, from my point of view.
If you had to do one more thing with the band before you quit, what would that be? As a band, or just your personal would like to do?
That's a very, very good question. Well, if we can dream, I would love to play Madison Square Garden in New York one day. As a headliner, probably not, but as a sport or whatever, that would be great. We've done Wembley Arena now. That's a really, that's a famous venue.
Yeah.
And we're going to the United States in September, And maybe one day, we get big enough to do a festival or whatever in Madison Square Garden. That would be great, but this is just a dream. I know that will probably never happen, but you asked me what I would like to do one day, and that's the first thing that I can come up with. But there might be lots of other things. Next week we're playing at the main stage at the Download Festival. I've played at the Download Festival 3 times already, but never at the main stage. So that's a cool thing. And for the rest, I don't know. We're enjoying each other. We're enjoying each other. That sounds a little bit scary, but we're enjoying ourselves. So and like I said, it's really surprising that we've been going on for like 12 years already. So whatever happens, happens.
So except for Download, what do you have planned for the upcoming year?
Well, we're doing some festivals, about 15 festivals this summer. Then end of September, October, we go to the United States, the North American tour. Then we go to Japan, pretty much immediately after that. Then probably South America, Mexico and South America. And then next year we do a theater tour in the Netherlands, mainly acoustic stuff. And then probably some more festivals next summer. So that's pretty much our schedule.
That was everything.
Okay, cool.